Phil.
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Race to 100. I am Rick Thorcell.
And I'm your co-host, Neil Batang.
And today we are on episode 20, 1/5 of the way through, man.
120?
We're on 20.
Man.
1/5 of the way. 20%.
It's flown by, and this wouldn't have been made possible with you guys. Thank you for tuning in once again.
So today we're going to be talking about a recent story that went across ESPN, NFL.com, SportsCenter, all these sports outlets were reporting on a story that came out of a quote from Christian McCaffrey, who was a running back at Stanford, one of the best in their history. He broke tons of records. Unfortunately, he killed my Iowa Hawkeyes in the Rose Bowl. That was a very sad moment for me. But he recently came out with a quote that said something to the extent of white individuals are in the NFL or in college football are treated with a level of not disrespect but dismissal about their talents. In skill positions.
Basically, white America undermines the athleticism of white athletes.
Yes.
That's what he said. Did he get drafted, this guy? Do we know if he got drafted?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's the man. I know he's the man, but basically he basically said that he can have similar combine statistics as a comparable African American running back or someone in the same position, and they would not characterize them the same. And my response to that is, well, maybe the athleticism of the Caucasian athlete is continuously undermined, but the intelligence of the African American athlete is undermined as well. Always. Always, always, always. For decades, black people were kept from being able to play the quarterback position because they didn't think that they were smart enough. Even up till now, the black quarterbacks, the ones that are dominating the NFL, your Cam Newtons, your Michael Vicks, your Donovan McNabbs, people just call them running quarterbacks. They're athletes that are kind of good at throwing the ball.
So you're saying that there are bad things happening on both sides?
I'm telling Christian McCaffrey that it's a problem happening on both sides, and it's something that needs to be fixed.
Now, what's interesting for me is the fact that this story gained so much traction. It was on 4 or 5 different major sports news outlets that took this one quote and put it up there as an issue. Whereas if you had a black player coming out and saying like there are racial problems in the NFL, that, and they do say that's overlooked. No one puts that as front page news. No one takes Stephen A. Smith.
Let me tell you why. Because you know what, you rarely have. Basically, you have a white guy complaining about being a white guy in a sport where he is a minority. You have black guys complain. So it's a novelty almost. It's like how often when was the last time you heard of a white guy complaining about being a white guy in a professional sport?
And in the NFL,
that never, almost rarely happens. And it's I mean good for him standing up for himself, but let him know that there's two sides to that coin.
But my issue is the fact that he has still experienced a life of relative privilege as a white person in general. His life wasn't confined to being a football player since he could walk. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's how he identifies, but he lives a life outside of the game. And he still has those privileges. Mm-hmm. So it would be nice for me to hear him acknowledge both parts of the argument, saying, yes, there is discrimination against me as a white player, where 28% of players are white, and it's something like 70-ish% are black. But at the same time, I also live in a culture which is predominantly white. I mean, and I do understand that I have certain privileges as a white person in wider society. I think that would do more to extend the conversation beyond something that seems so trivial. Because it seems so trivial about, a white guy complaining about his lack of respect in the game.
Again, to sum it up, you guys know me. I like making things practical. The word practical is actually one of my favorite words.
I like theoretical.
Again, we'll keep it simple.
No, we won't.
In professional sports, the white guy's athleticism is often undermined. In professional sports, that black guys' intelligence is undermined. These are just some issues we're throwing out there that need to be solved and will be inevitably. And that's what it is. So
you're quite optimistic.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm a positive guy. You know, what you think you attract. You know, but we'll save that for some other time. Rick, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's about it, man.
Okay, then cool. So make sure you guys like, comment, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Race to 100, and we will catch you next time. Peace.